Hi everyone, you reach Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on Monique Samuels. Monique Samuels, reality TV star, formerly from the Real Housewives of Potomac, currently from Love and Marriage DC. Now listen, Monique's end on the Real Housewives of Potomac, it was a little tumultuous, right? It was a little traumatic. It was messy. She had this altercation with Candace. It split the fans, and I don't even want to say down the middle. A lot of people were Team Monique after this fight, and they was Team Monique mostly because they felt like Candace's mouth is out of control. They felt like Candace's mouth was reckless, and she deserved it. I'm not going to rehash that. I wasn't Team Monique on this situation, because I'm Team don't put your hands on nobody. But let's carry on. Once she had that particular altercation with Candace, it was decided that either, that Monique had to go. Now, whether Monique got fired or she left doesn't really matter. She was no longer on the series. So when Monique was no longer on the series, she pretty much said, listen, I'm done with reality TV. She said, I want to focus on my family. I don't need the money. I don't like the way that I was portrayed on that show. She blamed a lot of it on editing. She felt like if they would have edited differently when she was on the Real Housewives of Potomac, we would have saw a different side of her. She also claimed that she really didn't get to showcase who she was. She does a lot of things in the community, and I'm paraphrasing, guys. She has a charity. She has her what do you call it? I guess I call it a foundation, not for lazy moms. So she wanted to show more of that. Didn't think that she got to show that on the Real Housewives of Potomac. So she was done. Well, one call from Carlos King and she had to change her heart. Carlos King told her, look, I'm doing a show, Love and Marriage DC. I really want you and Chris to be a part of it. Monique jumped at the opportunity, right? She felt like here now she has a chance to show the true Monique. Show her family, showcase all of those things that she did not get to showcase when she was on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I'm sure she was hoping that this time around, editing and production would not do her 30. They would really show her and Chris in a good light. Well, now let's move forward a little bit. The whole season of Love and Marriage DC, it was filmed, it played out on TV, it is done. We're just waiting on the reunion. Now, I watched every single painstaking episode, okay? And when I say painstaking, because simply I thought I was going to get something different. Because the promos for Love and Marriage DC, Monique promised us that we're going to see a whole nother side of her that we never saw. We're going to see her family. We're going to see her do her events for Not So Lazy Mom. Well, I tuned in. I watched to the very end, and I will watch the reunion show also, right? But let me tell you what I saw. Did I see anything different? I saw something different, but not in a good way. I saw her disrespect her husband to the highest level, the father of her children, on the screen for it to be chronicalized and for them to turn it on one day and see if they haven't already seen it. I saw her pretty much tell her husband there was nothing that she really liked about him, that he's not good enough, he doesn't do enough, and every word that comes out his mouth, he doesn't say it the proper way that suits her. He needs to find some way to remix his words, go to counseling, get his life together, get a job, be a participant in his own life, and please her also. Okay, so nothing that Chris did on that show or probably behind the scenes was ever good enough for Monique. That's what my eyes saw. Maybe if you watch, you saw something differently, you can let me know in the comments, right? So she did an interview with the Jasmine brand. And on this interview, they asked her a very good question, right? They said, Monique, how do you feel editing went for you on Love and Marriage DC? Well, Monique, because she's a little delusional, right? Monique said, I hated it. right? She claimed that Carlos King in production, they needed to use her as a veteran in reality TV to bring the audience to come see Love and Marriage DC. So she kind of was used a little bit so she could bring an audience in to this new series, Love and Marriage DC. And she said that pretty much they focused on introducing the world to the other couples. And as a result, a lot of scenes that she filmed were cut out because they wanted to just show the responses of these other couples that they wanted to introduce the world to. And I sat there and I was listening and I said, is it me? Well, it wasn't me. If you go over there to Jasmine Brand and look at the interview, a lot of people in the comments were pretty much going off on Monique, telling her she was off her rocker, telling her once again, you're blaming this thing on editing, but boo, tag, you're it, okay? You're the problem. Everyone else is not the problem. You're the problem. And listen, I totally agree with them. And if Monique actually watched herself on TV, watch every single episode, and she still doesn't think, maybe I'm the problem, then there's no hope for Monique to ever recover and see the error of her ways. Now I'm going to close this thing out by doing an honorable mention to Sheree. I get the S's mixed up because we got Sheree on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then we got Sheree from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So this is about Sheree, She by Sheree Whitfield. Now, it's been rumored that she has been, seen out there in these streets with Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I'm thinking to myself, Sheree, you're not this crazy, are you? You're not serious, are you? Did you just bump into him one day and happen to be holding his hand? But you did not sit on TV, get played out by Tyrone with his ankle bracing on. And listen, I ain't got nothing against nobody that's out and trying to better their life and they got the ankle bracing on right now. I'm just letting you know. You got played out by Tyrone sitting there in Philly at a table waiting for him to show up. And not only does he not show up, he turns off his phone so you can't even get through to him. And so now, and you got played out by your ex-husband on the TV too. Okay, Bob, remember Bob, everybody got played out. So now you're going with or being seen with the ultimate player, Martell Holt. Sheree, things can't be this bad. And all I got to say for you is, Sheree, if you're really looking for love, if this is what you really want, listen, you be better off going on one of those dating sites, eHarmony, something. But Martell Holt, Sheree, I hope this isn't true. So listen, guys, thanks for watching. Here's our questions for this particular video. You could chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Do you think Monique is delusional? Do you think Monique just really does not see the way that she treated Chris Samuels on the TV? Could she be that far removed from her own personality and the way that she came across on the screen? Or do you think she's just playing a game, to get this reality TV check? I don't know. I truly think that she's just delusional. And let's move on to Sheree. And She by Sheree. If she is really out in these streets with Martell Holt, then we're going to have to throw her and Monique in the same bucket. Just not clear and have no insight into their own personalities and self, okay? So guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And I'll see you on the next video.